His songs are unmistakable. Their power to move us is undeniable. His legacy transcends generations. Tonight, we celebrate the music of the Army Air Force's own Glenn Miller with the United States Air Force Band Airmen of Note. The United States Air Force Band Singing Sergeants.
He's a Boogie Woogie Bugle Boy, Company B.
And guest vocalist Veronica Swift.
I'll be seeing you in every lovely summer's day.
Featuring the U.S. Air Force Band, it's a Glenn Miller swing celebration, starting now. Glenn Miller was an American big band trombonist, arranger, composer, and band leader in the swing era. In 1923, he would begin his musical career in the Centennial State, Colorado. Late in his high school tenure, Glenn's love of big band-style music blossomed. He would eventually abandon his collegiate studies to pursue a career in music. He went on to become an accomplished trombonist. Ultimately, Miller would find his niche in arranging and composing music. His tenacity and drive would lead him to traveling across the country, alongside some of the most prominent big bands of the 1930s. After collaborating with legendary vocalist Bing Crosby, he got the itch to develop his own unique sound, and finally, his own band. By 1941, the Glenn Miller Band would become one of America's most popular swing ensembles.
the skies above are blue. My heart was wrapped in clover the night I looked at you. I found a dream that I can speak to, a dream that I can call my own. I found a thrill to press my cheek to, a thrill that I have never known. You smiled, and then the spell was cast. And here we are in heaven, for you are mine at
In June of 1942, Glenn Miller applied for a commission to join the Navy, even with a recommendation from Bing Crosby stating, "I've found him to be a very high-type young man, full of resourcefulness, and adequately intelligent." Apparently, adequate wasn't okay with the Navy. He was denied a commission, but this being wartime, the Army had a spot for him. Brigadier General Charles Young wrote Miller about streamlining military music, and Miller wasted no time, replying, "I feel I could really do a job for the Army in the field of modern music. I am 38 years of age and in excellent physical condition. I was born in Clarinda, Iowa, and raised in Colorado." This was good enough for the Army. By the spring of 1943, Miller found himself frustrated with the resistance of some of the older Army officers with his attempt to streamline military music. He wanted to bring the music up to date, and it was his drummer, Ray McKinley, who suggested taking a blues tune and giving it a marching beat.
the stars always winking and blinking above? What makes a fella start thinking of falling in love? It's not the season, the reason is plain as the moon. It's just Elmer's tune. What makes a lady of 80 go out on the loose? Why does a gander meander in search of a goose? What puts the kick in the chicken, the magic in June? It's just Elmer's tune. Listen, listen, there's a lot you're liable to be missing. Sing it, swing it, any old day and any old time. The hurdy-gurdies, the birdies, the cop on the beat, the candy maker, the baker, the man on the street, the city charmer, the farmer, the man in the moon, all sing Elmer's tune. Birdies, the cop on the beat, the baker and the man on the street, the city charmer, the farmer, the man in the moon, all sing Elmer's tune. They all sing Elmer's tune. They all sing Elmer's tune. Sing Elmer's tune.
One way of looking at Glenn Miller's achievements, especially during wartime, was his ability to bring the United States together as a nation, regardless of age, race, or background. He had hits on every chart in America, including 16 #1 records and 69 top 10 hits. Elvis Presley only had 38, and the Beatles, 33. Swing music boosted morale and brought a sense of normalcy to the troops serving overseas. It was a reminder of not only the freedom they were fighting for, but of the freedom that existed back home. Liberated nations also became familiar with the sound of swing. As the music followed the Allied troops, it became synonymous with the sound of freedom, a connection that still exists to this day. And for the families back home in America, Miller's music served as comfort and a means to lift spirits, helping to understand full well the patriotic duty of their loved ones during the war.
got word from a guy who heard from the guy next door to me. The girl he met just loves to bet and fit you to a T. So don't sit under the apple tree with anyone else but me till I come marching home.
Don't give out with those lips of yours with anyone else but me. Anyone else but me. Anyone else but me. No, no, no. Watch the girls on foreign shores. You'll have to report to me when you come marching home. You're on your own where there is no phone and they can't keep tabs on you. Be fair to me, I'll guarantee this is one thing that I'll do. I won't sit under the apple tree with anyone else but you till you come marching home. Don't sit under the apple tree with anyone else but me. I know the apple tree is reserved for you and me, and I'll be true till you come marching home. Come on, come on. That apple tree is off limits. He was a famous trumpet man from out Chicago way. He had a boogie style that no one else could play. He was a top man at his craft, but then his number came up and he was gone with the draft. He's in the army now, a blowing reveille. He's a boogie woogie bugle boy, company B. They made him blow a bugle for his Uncle Sam. It really brought him down because he couldn't jam. The captain seemed to understand, because the next day the cap went out and drafted a band. And now the company jumps beneath his reveille. He's the boogie woogie bugle boy, company B. A root, a toot the attitude. He blows at 8 to the bar. In boogie rhythm, he can't blow a note unless the basic guitar is playing rhythm. He makes the company jump when he plays reveille. He's the boogie woogie bugle boy, company B. Every night and wakes him up the same way in the early fright. They clap their hands and stamp their feet because they know how he plays. When someone gives him a beat, he really breaks it up when he plays reveille. He's the boogie woogie bugle boy, company B. Da 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 da. And the company jumps when he plays reveille. He's the boogie woogie bugle boy, company B.
Moonlight Serenade is unquestionably Glenn Miller's most influential hit. It's crossed generations and has been covered by the likes of Frank Sinatra and Carly Simon. In 2004, Gary Giddens of The New Yorker wrote, "Can any other record match its ability to induce a Pavlovian slobber in so many for so long?" a top 10 hit upon its release, Miller's signature tune would become a staple of wartime America. Today, each branch of the U.S. military, in addition to concert and marching units, has jazz bands, combos, as well as groups playing rock, country, and bluegrass. Much of this can be traced back to Miller's original Army Air Force Band. On September 18, 1947, the United States Air Force was established as a separate branch of the U.S. Armed Forces. By 1950, the United States Air Force Band was carrying on well-known musical traditions in the stylings of concert and marching bands. To maintain the legacy of Glenn Miller's Army Air Force Band, the Airmen of Note were formed that very same year. By performing his music, they live out the words echoed by Miller. America means freedom, and there's no expression of freedom quite so sincere as music.
forgetful of the promise of love. You're sharing each other's charm. With a sad lament, my dream is faded like a broken melody. While the gods of love look down and laugh at what romantic fools we mortals be. And now I know my love was not for you, and so I take it back with a sigh, a furious one. Goodbye.
Chestnut trees, the wishing well. I'll be seeing you in every lovely summer's day, in everything that's light and gay. I'll always think of you that way. I'll find you in the morning sun, and when the night is new, I'll be looking at the moon, but I'll be seeing you. in every lovely summer's day, in everything that's light and gay. I'll always think of you that way. I'll find you in the morning sun, and when the night is new, I'll be looking at the moon, but I'll be seeing you.
Before joining the Army at age 38, Miller had already found great success. His band had appeared in Hollywood films, and he received the first ever gold record for Chatanooga Choo Choo. On December 15, 1944, Miller, a passenger on a single-engine UC-64 Norseman, departed from the outskirts of Bedford. The trip was in preparation to move his Army Air Force Band to Paris. The plane went missing over the English Channel. Miller's disappearance was not made public until Christmas Eve, 1944. He left behind a wife and 2 children. His body was never recovered, and to this day, he is still officially listed as missing in action. America would mourn an icon, but his unmistakable sound still fights for freedom.
Pardon me, boys, is that the Chatanooga Choo Choo?
Yes, yes, track 29.
Boy, you can give me a shine.
Can you afford to board the Chatanooga Choo Choo?
I've got my fare,
And just a trifle to spare.
You leave that Pennsylvania station round 3:45. Read a magazine and then you're in Baltimore.
Dinner in the diner.
Nothing could be finer
Then to have your ham and eggs in Carolina.
when you hear the whistle blow and 8 to the bar. Then you know that Tennessee is not very far.
Trouble on a cold end.
Gotta keep it rolling.
Woo, woo, Chattanooga, there you are.
There's gonna be a certain party at the station.
Satin and lace, I used to call funny face.
She's gonna cry unless he tells her that he'll never roam. So Chattanooga Choo Choo, won't you choo-choo me home?
Chattanooga, Chattanooga.
Choo-choo me home.
Chattanooga, Chattanooga.
All aboard.
Chattanooga, Chattanooga.
Chattanooga Choo Choo, won't you choo-choo me home?
Chattanooga, choo, 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 choo.
and lace. I used to call funny face. She's gonna cry.